Good morning, Stay Wild Child. How are y'all this morning? Hey, so I was just thinking I wanted to do a video the other day and I got in my head and I didn't end up completing that video. So I said, you know what? I'm going for it this morning. So, hey, I'm Nicole. Started this group, Stay Wild Child, a little bit over a year ago, and we've got a lot of new people. So I just wanted to come on, pop on and say, hey. I just finished reading a really incredible book. It's called Wolfpack by Abby Wambach, I think is her name. She's married to Glennon Doyle, and the book was all about women coming together and empowering other women, right? And it's dropping that competition. I know a lot of times in society, women can kind of like, I don't know, you can be jealous of each other and envious of each other. And this competitiveness comes in and it's, I wouldn't say we can take total responsibility for all that because it's been taught to us, right? It's taught to, kind of like, I don't know, not root for each other. And like it's a competition-based society. Like it's like this lack, right? And that's not what it is at all, right? That's just an illusion. And so when we get behind each other, when we champion each other, when we root for each other's growth, that's when amazing things start to happen. That's when transformation really takes place. And so this group, #StayWildChild, it is all about helping women remember who they are before the world told them who they were supposed to be. I can tell you for years, I was stuck in people pleasing. And it was because I had this true sense of unworthiness. And it's just a lot of old shame and guilt patterns that, I kind of grew up with. And I think a lot of us probably did. And so, awareness started creeping in around 10 to 12 years ago, and honestly I didn't know what it was at first, and I was kind of spinning and kind of beating myself up, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my brain? Like, why am I thinking these horrible things about myself? And for me it was through yoga, which was then Shavasana was introduced to me, which then became meditation, which then became so many other self-care practices that I have implemented in order to just bring about more awareness into my life and then drop those limiting beliefs. And so that's how it all happened for me. And I think that's really how it happens, for a lot of us. But the goal of this group is helping women become more aware. And then in that awareness, you start to remember what your true authentic purpose is. And then you start to let that shine a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And so when I was at the Quantum Revolution Tour, I spoke on a tour at the beginning of October. And when I was on that Quantum Revolution Tour, I sat down with a beautiful woman, Zoe. She's so cool. She's a nomad. She travels everywhere, and she house sits and takes care of others' pets. But she's got all these incredible gifts. And she said, I really see you interviewing powerful women. And I thought, hell yes. I mean, I love that whisper that she gave me because it just really hit my heart. It hit my soul. And I was like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And so now we had our first one was this Monday, and our next one will be next Monday. And I have some amazing women lined up, all different types of women, but they're all standing in their purpose, right? They've all, we go through these dark nights where we go in and we do this deep healing. And it doesn't mean that healing is over for any of us, right? I think it's like this constant, right? Like heal, grow, heal, grow, heal, grow. and so that is the purpose. It's like, I'm going to be interviewing these women who you may sometimes look at me and think, oh, well, hell yeah, she's got that because, she's had this easy ass ride. Well, didn't see all the darkness, right, that came and the growth that happened that cultivated this amazing change within me. And so that is the purpose of these interviews, is to show you that it doesn't matter where you are, right? We're all these amazing, evolving beings, and change is just a natural part of our life. And we've got this purpose in life. I think if you've been invited to this group, you know that your purpose is, right, to help inspire and awaken other women and help them be aware. And so that is why I have created this group, and created, my friend Kelly said Hopecast, which I thought was a pretty cool name. I think that might be it, because it's going to be a YouTube video. Eventually it will be a podcast when I get that shit figured out. And then we'll be going live and Stay Wild Child. So if you have women in your life who are becoming aware, and they know that they want to drop kind of those old shame and guilt patterns, they are looking, and maybe they are not even aware of the shame and guilt that they grew up with, that creates this unworthiness and this self-judgment within inside themselves, right? They may not even be aware of that yet, but they're starting to ask some questions. This is a great group for them, because this is really helping women just awaken and become aware and live their most badass, most genuine, truest, authentic self, that it's really what they're living, right? It's not what their parents, their mom, their dad, their friends, the church, school, their spouse, what they think those people want them to be, right? It's dropping those old stories. It's living from this true place of like vulnerability. And it's not always easy, because I'm telling you, I wasn't even going to come on today. I talked myself out of it twice, because I have a do-rag on. I'm going to go work out. And right, I was like judging my appearance, and I'm like, fuck that. I got something to say this morning. And so I'm always like, we're all just practicing together. So I'm always just practicing at stepping forward, stepping into my light, stepping into my power, and being the truest, most authentic version of myself that I can. And I know through that helps other women awaken to their purpose, right, in life. And so we've got a lot of really cool things planned in this group. We've got, let's see, the 4 Agreements workshop is going to be right after the first of the year. Mercury is in retrograde as we speak. And so I am going to take some time, really over this next several weeks, and I'm going to be doing a lot of planning. And I'm also, I'm going on a cruise in December. And so I know that's going to give me the opportunity to do a lot of journaling. I was thinking, okay, I think I need to go to like a cabin in the woods and spend just a couple of days by myself. Well, I'm going on this cruise, and my husband is going to be playing poker. And so, man, I'm going to have several days of like kind of just being by myself on the water, on the ocean. And I'm like, okay, it's already there. Like, thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Right? Like that immediately manifested for me, spending that time by myself. So you are in the right place, and I'm so grateful. And please just continue to add other women to this group, because I'd really love to make Stay Wild Child like really a movement, right? I don't know if y'all saw the witchy flash mob that we just participated in, but this witchy flash mob was so cool, and I want to do that every year. And it's all just about having fun and dancing and raise your energy and raise your vibration. And yeah, I think that's what we're all here to help each other do. So I guess I'm going to stop chatting now. Oh, so Lisa McCullough, she is, y'all are just going to love her. She's going to be on our show on Monday, and I can't wait for you to listen. I'm getting my hair done on Monday, and so it's going to be a little later. It's going to be 2 p.m. Central Time. And I know that I'll get on this really, steady schedule of it being at the same time every Monday. But you know what? For now, we're just beginning, and I'm just practicing. And so I'm just going to continue to keep moving forward, keep stepping into flow, and knowing that, I have this purpose, and I know a lot of you do too. And I hope you step into your light and just let it shine. All right. Thanks, y'all. I so appreciate you guys. All right. Bye.